What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and welcome back to the DS Remastered walkthrough. So with the gargoyles dead, as I mentioned, we're going to head back to Firelink Shrine via the elevator, and there are a couple of important items that we want to acquire first. So before you do anything, make sure to spend your souls. At this point, as I mentioned, I'm still focusing on vitality and endurance, getting those both up to 20. Once you kind of hit that threshold, this is actually a really good point to really start investing towards weapons if it's nothing too outrageous. I'm obviously not going to invest for the Black Knight Greatsword just yet, because 38 strength is pretty far away. But anyway, after you have spent your souls, go on down this way. And the first thing you're going to do is talk to the Firekeeper. Ask her to reinforce your Estus Flask. Now your Estus Flask is +1. Now, I'm going to kill Lordran. The reason I'm going to kill Lordran at this point is because I want his ring. However, if you do this, you will miss out on his side quest, and you have to do his side quest if you want to get his armor, which is a pretty slick looking armor. That being said, his side quest is a huge pain in the ass. He'll end up actually killing the Firekeeper, and then he'll end up invading you a bit later in Orlando, along with a bunch of cronies. You need to kill them all via this invasion event, and then bring the soul back, give her her soul back, and then Firelink is rekindled. It's honestly just a headache, so I'm just gonna kill his ass instead. Now, we're not gonna fight him fair, because that would be too much work. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kick him twice, right? He gonna fall. You know he's dead because we got 1,000 souls. Then we're gonna quit the main menu. Now, anytime you kill something and it kind of falls off a cliff, if it's a guaranteed item drop, you can do this trick to get that item. And ta-da! 5 humanities and the Ring of Favor and Protection. Now, it's very important to note that you can never take this off. I mean, you can, but it breaks when removed. So put it in a slot, that's your new permanent ring. Honestly, there is no reason to not use this. It boosts your health, your stamina, and your equipment load. Without question, it's probably the best ring in the game. You can see, just look at my health. The health that's missing, that's the increase I got just from putting this damn ring on. It's a whole extra notch. Freaking crazy, yo. So anyway, moving on from here, the next thing we're going to do is acquire something known as the Rusted Red Iron Ring. The reason we want to get that is going to be for a later area. Basically, this ring will allow us to run through areas that have uneven footing, areas with water, whatever the case is. So, we're going back to Undead Asylum. Jump on the elevator, and then jump off. Now, you need to get onto that ledge. Ta-da! I'm gonna go on up. If you want, you can go, actually... Yeah, no, I do need to do this. This is the key, now that I'm thinking about it. Yep. That. Now we'll jump over here. Get that. I think I was supposed to grab that soul item during my first run here at Firelink and forgot about it, but whatever. And now we're going to do the same thing, except this time we are going to make our way over to the Crow. Oh, I missed. So if you miss, no big deal. Go. Drop down. Drop down. Or the skeletons. Run around and grab that while we're up here, I suppose. You can ignore the weird snoring noise. It's an NPC that'll show up later. You don't gotta worry about that for now. Skeleton really wants me. So we're gonna try something. I'm curious if this changed with the move from 30 to 60 FPS. Alright, you can still roll. Excellent. Go all the way up. Curl into a little ball. Now just hang out for a bit. I suppose it's worth mentioning that you can actually drop items into that nest, and Snugly will trade them out for things. There's a pretty large list of items that you're able to trade with them. To be honest, I would suggest just pulling up the wiki site, because there's so many items you can trade. I'm not going to go into all those in the video. But anyway, now we're back at the Asylum. Now we're going to come back here again later, but we're coming now a little bit early just to get the ring. Even though these guys look like basic hollows, they will destroy your health bar if you let that torch hit, so just be careful. There's going to be a hollow above us, and whatever you do, do not walk into the middle of the floor. We're just going to go this way. Door. Right back to that bonfire from before. If you walk into the floor will collapse, and you'll fight another demon, kind of like the Asylum demon, but a hell of a lot stronger. We don't want to do that right now. We got a Black Knight up ahead. We're actually not going to fight this guy just yet. What we're going to do is just block and get past him. We're going to bring him this way. Should come. Come on, buddy. Here's our buddy Oscar. However, Oscar is now a hollow. And the reason we're doing this is because we can get the Black Knight to basically kill Oscar for us. You don't have to do that. You can obviously, actually, where is Oscar? Oscar coming? Oscar's stuck, I think. Dude, come on. Do you need me to bend you over? This isn't working out too well. Alright, I'm going to try and make Oscar come out here. Oscar's not particularly hard, it's just easy to have the knight. Come on out, Oscar. Come on out. Alright, there we go. Now Oscar is out. Poor Oscar with his fat rolls. I noticed that if we just block and kind of position ourselves, Night Swings will take care of Oscar for us, so we don't even need to worry about killing him. So Oscar is going to drop the Crest Shield, which is very nice. And we're going to head up this way. That boulder is there again. Avoid it. The Crest Shield is actually nice to have this early as well. Looking at the Crest Shield, you can see it has 80 magic defense. That's going to be one of the main shields we use throughout quite a bit of this playthrough. Mainly just because it offers excellent magic resistance. It's the second highest magic resist in the game, if I remember correctly. The only one being higher, of course, the Havel's Great Shield, which has some very steep requirements for use. Right there, you can see just how, even though they look like basic hollows, you can see just how much damage they were able to do to my stamina there. Oh, too early. Thank you. Might actually use that just because I hate how this armor looks. Yeah, looks cool. Alright, so we'll open that with the key that we picked up. And now we have the rusted iron ring, which is what we wanted. Now that we have that, run this way. Oh, nope, wrong way. Wrong way, getting my directions confused. But now that we have the rusted iron, we're basically going to head right on out. Let's see, can I? I'm the long way. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll just go this way. I was going to say we could use a homeward bone to get back to the bonfire, but it's not exactly a hard run. And to be honest, I'd rather save our homeward bones for a time where they're actually going to be needed. Once again, be careful not to run through the floor, kind of right where you see that note. Like I said before, the floor will collapse, and to be honest, you just don't want to fight the boss. I went the wrong way. Oh my god. As I mentioned, we're going to be coming back here later to actually fight the demon boss, but right now at least we're just a little bit underleveled, and that's actually that's not true. We are grossly underleveled to try and fight the stray demon right now. Could we beat it? Maybe. Is it worth doing right now? Hell no. So anyway, once we are back to Firelink, oh no! Oh, wow, did I... Wow! You're not supposed to fall like that, but I did, and I survived. Hell yeah. So anyway, from Firelink, you want to make your way back on over to the bonfire. You obviously got some souls, so go ahead and spend them. I'm still working on getting vitality up to 30 right now. Next, we're going to be going after Havel. So, let me think. Fastest way to get there. I think it's going to be this way. This will probably be the fastest. Actually, no. You know what? No, yeah, this will be fastest. So anyway, we're going to go after Havel right now. This is going to be another instance of backstab fishing. You can try to parry. I would not recommend parrying, because if you whiff the parry, it's going to hurt. Like, if you tried to parry a Dark Knight and you failed, and you thought that hurt, you don't even want to know what it's like to try to parry Havel and whiff that. It's just, it is like, oof. It's a big oof. Anyway, just run through this stuff. At this point, you should have enough vitality that you can basically just run through the burg without really giving two shits about what's here attacking you. Now, I am going to go the ladder route. This route can be a little bit risky if the dragon is still alive. However, you can either go this way, or you can go through all of Undeadburg. Basically, we need to get back to the tower where we fought the Taurus demon. So whichever way you want to take, if the dragon is here, the best thing you can do is just haul ass as fast as possible And, you know, sometimes it'll instantly kill you. It really depends. If you get knocked down, you'll be okay. Because you'll get knocked down, you'll have temporary invulnerability, and then you can get up and finish the run. If you end up getting, like, stagger hit, you can get locked in, and then he can kill you. So it's, you know, it's kind of tricky. But otherwise, just, you know, take the normal path, run back over this way. Now, the reason we're doing this now is because we have the master key. Alternatively, don't have the master key. Yeah, maybe they removed that lizard. They didn't say they were messing with enemy placements, but that lizard is not showing up. But if you don't have the master key, instead you have to get the Watchtower basement key, which we get later after an upcoming boss in like an episode or two. If you have the master key, now's a great time to do this, because the ring we're going to get will be very nice. There he is. So, Havel is pretty slow. Shouldn't have a ton of difficulty chain backstabbing him. If he's two-handing his weapon, try and parry it. Sure. Actually, I don't know. It's been so long since I've done Dark Souls 1 PvP, but I'm pretty sure you can't parry two-handed ultras in Dark Souls 1. Not 100% on that, but you know, chain backstabbing Havel works just fine. Will have more health than almost anything you have fought until now, so quite a few backstabs. But with Havel dead, we get Havel's ring. Great thing about Havel's ring is if we go to our stats, you can see our equipment load's at 72 right now. Havel's ring. Our equipment load is 108. That is huge. You can go ahead and open this as well. This will lead you down to the Hydra. We're not worried about doing this just right now, but you know we'll be coming back by here later. So anyway, the next thing that we're going to want to do from here is actually focus on getting our Titanite and upgrading our weapon. Now, obviously, I'm not just going to record me farming enemies over and over again. That's a little bit silly. With Havel already dead, you could just homeward bone back, or once again, go ahead and on your way back. Or those archers. If you're in a sprint, they shouldn't be able to hit you. Once again, if the dragon is here, just sprint on past, get into that safe zone. And right now, we're actually going to be making our way back to the bonfire that was right above Andre, because we're going to be having him upgrade our weapon. So for now, just fight your way back towards that bonfire. You'll want to farm up some Titanite, or alternatively, as I mentioned, you can use souls to buy the Titanite. If you're lazy, use the souls. I would honestly just farm them, because it's going to be, the drop rate isn't terrible getting the Titanite, and you know, you're both going to, you'll get souls as well as your Titanite, so you can level up and get your weapon up at the same time. Basically, I'm just gonna, here we go, there's a shard. That's all you do, is you just run through, kill these guys for a little bit. Not exactly hard. In particular, I like fighting the ones that are a little bit closer to the bonfire. Though this is a decent route right here, because you have quite a few dudes as well as the archers, so decent population to kill. Certain things are going to be easier since this is our second time here. In particular, notice that the big beefy boy knight, he is no longer here, and additionally, the chancellor is no longer here. But in general, you'll want to kill the Balder Knights and then these regular armored hollows. Like I said, I like using this bonfire. Alternatively, you could use the bonfire right at the entrance to the Undead Parish. Basically, we're just going to kill enough dudes to get the Titanite we need to upgrade a weapon of choice. As I mentioned back in the first episode, my personal recommendation, leveling up that quality path, going for a Claymore, because it is an excellent choice and you really can't go wrong. So you're going to go to Reinforced Weapon, pick whatever you want. As you can see, the very first one is going to use 1 Titanite Shard, and then 1 Titanite Shard, and then 2 Titanite Shards, and 2 Titanite Shards, and then 3 Titanite Shards, and it's done. So, 2 that we had drop already, we still need another 7. So, it'll take a little bit of time to farm those up, but I'd say you dedicate maybe 30 minutes. Alternatively, as I mentioned, you can buy them from Andre. They're not that expensive. I want to say 500 Titanite pop. Yeah. So this is going to be the next bonfire we're going to start from for the next episode. So at this point, get to farming, get your weapon to +5, and then we'll see you guys next time.